Hi, in this video we are going to see charts. Let me open my workbook, and in today's topic we will be covering what type of charts are there, how we can insert a chart, how we can insert a chart in new sheet, and then how we can add any element on the charts. What is the element of the chart? We will discussing that one. How we can add and remove the any element, or how we can format with the quick style or the like manual way we can do that, and how we can apply filters without changing the format and the data of the chart. So we will be learning that how we can we can format chart area, how we can format plot area, data series, and measure grid line, chart title, axis, and legend. So these things how we can, these are the actually data element of the chart, and how we can modify and we can make more beautiful our chart. So let me show you how we can insert a chart. So chart is nothing but it is like a graphical representation of data. So if you have any data available on the your spreadsheet, you can very well go ahead and create a chart for that. So as of now I have taken one example data as like product, shoe, pant and shirt, and here we have the sum Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4 for the 1 year, 4 quarters, and what is the sales are there. So for this, if I want to apply a chart, how we can do is I will tell you there is three method actually available. We can very quickly we can enter. So one is our shortcut method is Alt F1. If you click on that, as soon as we click Alt F1, if you see there is one I have selected the data and I click on the Alt F1. Alt F1 is the shortcut for the inserting a chart in the same sheet where our data is present. The same sheet one chart will be available, and this is the how our chart going to be look. So we will be discussing this one in very detail. First thing, we will understand like what are the data element, what are the things are available on the charts. Okay, so first thing is that when we click on the any area, say for example I have not selected on the chart, I have clicked somewhere else, you can see this is the, it will be look like this. But as soon as we click on this and whole area, if you click single click on the somewhere, the chart gets selected, but at the same time that data element also will get selected. These are the data element, these will be also get selected. But in the case you want to select the chart, you have to click anywhere where there is no element. So say for example I can click here, I can click here. If I want to select the entire chart, so I can select it. If you want to copy, just copy, okay, and if you want to paste somewhere, we can select that place and paste it. So I can see that there is another chart got pasted here. The similar way, if I want to delete this entire chart, I can select that one anywhere, but there should not be any data. If I select on the data element, the chart will get highlighted, but the data element will be get selected. So what we have to careful about, we have to click on the any chart area where there is no data element available. I click on this, so I got selected. If I want to delete this one, press the delete button, it will go away. Now if I want to cut copy, so cut copy paste we can very well do on this. Okay, move here, copy here and cancel. Now this is the how about selecting the chart. Now what are the data elements are there. So first thing, which whole thing like these are entire data, it's called chart area, where inside the chart area all our data element will be available. Okay, the next is a plot area. Plot area is nothing but, I'm just making a little bit bigger so that we can see. So this area, right, the entire where the data, our data is like, if you move cursor, you just see the plot area. If I move here, it is coming as a chart area, but inside the data you can see the grid line. These grid lines are present. No, these are called plot area, where our this data like this data series or our axis, these information will be visible. No, this called plot area, where this graphics, yeah, so I have selected this entire thing is called plot area. Okay, then we have the data series. So these are the data series. These accesses, right, these are the data series. Grid line, major grid line. What are the major? This, if you see, I have selected one grid line here, and it is called major grid line. We have two grid lines available. One is a major grid line, and another one is minor grid line. Then we have chart title. Chart title is this one. This is the chart title. Then we have access. So these numbers, like we have 7,000, 6,000, all these we can see, these are the called access. Then we have legend. If you see, these are the shoes, pant and shirt. These are called legends. So now we will see how we can add some element. How we can add. Let me start from starting to how we can add our chart in the any of the given data. So I'm just selecting that entire data and going to the insert. I'm showing you the another method of long code method where we can go. If you forgot the shortcut, what we can do, click on the insert, and here you will be having column chart or more. Click on the more chart and column chart, select OK. The first one, click OK. So this is the long code method. From the insert we can go and click that. Okay, then how we can add any elements. Say for example, I want to, what are the elements we want to see, right? We have seen these elements are there. So some elements are available, some elements are not available, so we can add it. If you observe that once I select the chart, I am getting plus button. So this is the where we can add and remove charts. So if you see, we have access, title bar, chart, legend. As soon as you get selected, that if you select that, what the data change, how our chart will be appear, you can see that. So first we will click the access. By default it is select one. If I don't want to see the access, if you observe, you just see that it getting moved, right? If I clicking it, it is appearing. Okay, now it is appear. I click again, it will not be there, it getting moved. So if you want more spaces for this, we can have it. But if you want to see that our access as well, what are the value are there, we can very well click. Then we have another one, access title. So as of now it is not showing anything, but if you want to, in the case you want to see that, and you can very well edit that one also. If anything you want to add it or enter anything, right? So for example, I don't want to see the access title, I just wanted to put as a sales. Okay, so this way we can edit. We just click somewhere else and it gets selected. Now if I want to click access title, we can click on that. If you don't want, it will go away. Then chart title, the top, which one? Top one. So if you see, we have chart title right here. If I click the chart title, it will be appear here. If you don't click that, if I'll just clicking away, it will, in the case we don't want, but sometime we don't want to see even, you can select this entire thing and click on the delete. That will also, that way also it will be go away. So that is the chart title. Then we have data label. So data label, nothing but just what is the number, it will be reflect on the all the data. It will be very useful. So if I want to see what is the blue line and how much is trending, right? So where, so we can see the data label. Then we have another, we have data table. So what is the table? You can see here we having, right, the same table, it will be represented here as well. So if you want to see that one also we can put that. Most cases it will not be used, but in the case you want to see the data as well, so we can very well we can use that. Error bar, if some error is there, here it will be reflecting, but there's nothing is there. Then we have the grid lines. So grid line, if you observe closely, we have one small lines, and if you like vertical value access major grid line. So this is the grid line which says the line, right? If you want to see that, we can do it. If you don't want, just click on that, it will go away. Then we have legends. Legend, nothing but like these numbers like shoe, pant and the shirts. So for shirt it is green, for pant it is it's kind of dark red, maroon color, sorry, and then shoes for the blue. If you don't want to see this legend entry, we can click on the uncheck that one, and it will go away. So sometime we need more spaces for the data, we can have it. Sometime we want the data to be present, we can very well we can use that. Now we have seen how we can add and remove the data element. Now we will be seeing that how we can have a like very quick we can change quickly the chart style. So I'll click on this brush button, and if you see, Excel will recommend based on our data selection, Excel will recommend some type of format. So if I click that, if you want this one, we can use that one. So it is not necessary you have to use, but in the case you like that, you can add it. I like this one, I can have it, and then after that we can modify based on our like I want chart title, or I want to data label, access, I want to see access, so click on the access, it will become here. Okay, title chart I don't want, titles chart title I don't want, we can remove it. Then trend line. So trend line, it will show that, like say for example, if you put a trend line for shoe, you just see that one line got inserted showing that what is the progress on the this for shoes. Then again, if we click on the trend line, sorry, it went away. I will click on shoe, then I am clicking on this button, not clicking there, and then if you click what is the for what, another line we can add. So for pant, so we can see the for pants. Then if you want to see linear forecast for shirts, so you can also have the like for shirt, what is the forecast. So this is the way we can enter the like have a trend line, so which will show that how the trend is going on. So hope you have understand like how to add the data element and how we can have a quick style change. There's a lot actually we can have with this, so it will look like very nice, right? And based on our requirement we can do that. So this is the how about the formatting. Then let me again select this one, and now I will show you how we can apply filters. So and we can compare. Say for example, I have three type of things, right? We have shoes, pant, and we have shirts. So now I want to change, I want to see just only two. So say for example, I just wanted to have see that pant and shirt. So if I click OK, if you observe, let me see, I think it not get applied. So let me uncheck that shoes, okay, and apply, click on apply. So if you observe only without selecting or deselecting the data, right, I can have a comparison how it is, both are the there. So similar way, if I want to have wanted to see only one, just click on the pant and see only one thing will be visible. So this is the very useful, because we don't have to remove and deselect or create a separate chart for that. We can apply that filter. So let me select all things. See for example, I was just wanted to, we have Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 we have. I just wanted to see for Q1 and Q4 data. So we can click on that and it will be reflecting the Q1 and Q4 data. So for Q1 and Q1 and Q4 both we have to select, and you can see that both the comparison. Now we'll see how we can format. So these are the very quick format, right? So based on this we can just select the data and it will save our a lot of time. But in the case if we don't, our whatever the data the way we want, it is not available here in the quick style. So what we can do, we can format each and every this like whatever the data element is present, like we can change. And so what we can do is, as of now just I am deleting everything, okay. I will add a fresh chart, and I will use shortcut now. What is the shortcut for entering the charts? It's Alt F1, and I got the chart, one simple chart got created. Now to format this chart, what we have to just do it, how we can get the format window, either select anywhere in the chart area, right click on this, and you will be having format chart area. If you want to format this one, select it and right click on that, you will be having format chart title. Only there is one beauty in this this chart. Wherever you go, you don't have to go and select a different, just you have to select the data. The chart format window will be appear. So if I'm clicking double click, I can see format chart area. If I select now title, you just see that format chart title. If I click here in our data label, we can see that format data series. If I click on axis, and I can format axis. If I click here in the our legends, format legends, right? So wherever I am clicking, or if I select this grid line, like plot area, sorry, got selected plot area, format plot area. So just double click on that that one, major grid line. If you see, I have selected major grid line, and I just double click on that, I am getting the format grid line. So it is very simple. Just double click on the any of the data element, and you will be getting format. So if in the case I update, I done with the this formatting, right? Now I want to format this axis, so we can just directly, I can go and select that one, it will be working. If I close this one, I wanted to get back again, just I have to click double click on this, select any data element and double click on that. I got the formatting, this formatting window, and from there we can select which one we want. Okay, so I will show you how one by one how we can format each of the every element. So I have selected the chart title. In the case I don't want to this, like this is the very generic, right? So I can say that, okay, sales for 2020. Okay, we can use a any chart title. If you want, we can put the company name, right? ABC company, right? We can have that, whichever we like, what are our company name or something we want, we can do that. This is the very simple. Now I have entered the text, like we can rename the chart area. Now if I want to do some formatting, kind of background or font color, right, those things, what we can do is, so whenever I'm clicking, if you observe, whenever you are I'm clicking on this selecting this one, and I'm getting format chart, based on the what are the option available, we are getting some tabs. So if I clicking on the access series, if you see, the number of tabs are getting changed. If I clicking on here, so again I am getting the some different options. So based on this, whatever the data element I am selecting, based on that I am getting what are the formatting options are available. So as of now I am on the ABC company, I have selected the chart title, and now first option we can see that it is fill. It is just like how we were formatting our cell. So just click on solid field. If you click, it will be changed. What color you want, you can do that. If I want a green color, we can have it. Grid field, so this one, and then pattern, picture, or any picture you want to put, no, that we can do. Any pattern field, right? So this way, and automatic, it will be blank only. Then automatic, it will take based on the whatever the you have apply color for this chart plot area. So as of now, let me select some this one, okay, and change colors. Now on first is for the selecting the color, then what are the style, right, how we want. So just if I click here this way, it is coming. Then border style, so if you see, there is no border as of now. If I want to have the border, color, transparency, width of border, okay, color, black color, if you want we can use black color, width we can increase, transparency, and then compound type, so double line, triple line, So that way we can do. So as of now we are not able to see. Yeah, we can see this, right? Sorry, it got selected the chart area. It is getting apply the border here. Let me put a chart, and now in border we will have solid line, then color, transparent it. So I can increase that, this border of that title box. Then the type, double line or triple line, so we can have double line. Whatever the way we want, all those beautification we can do. So it is our wish only how we wanted to have the data. So now this is about formatting, filling and formatting. Next we have kind of appearance, shadow, glow, right, all these. Then we have alignment, like how we want middle, center, top, bottom, how your text should be there. If I make this area a little bit bigger, it is very hard to put. Let me, it is not allowing at all to select that. So okay, let me do this way. Okay, so this one, where is it went? Yeah, here is the chart title and vertical alignment, top alignment. So if you see closely, it is getting little bit changed. The position is getting changed, but it is about the position how you want, bottom, center or alignment only. And then direction, test direction, you want this way or you want to stocked way, ABC company, this way. I'll put on the reverse on the this one. Now this is the how we can change. This is about the formatting the chart title. These are the options available, so we can explore it more. Almost we have covered everything, but if you want, like, we can have like our own experiment. Now next we will be going to the axis. Sorry, we will going to the chart, this entire chart. I have selected the chart, and if you see, I was doing formatting of this chart title, but incorrectly I selected this one, chart area, and border got applied. So for that, what I'll do is I will change the border. So if see, it is getting changed, whatever the border we want. If I want the thick line, we can do that. So very minor line, that's also fine option. And solid line, transparency, flat, square. So the corner, right corner, if you see that, it will be type of base, this one. Let me increase little bit so that we can see. If you observe, like see, this border got changed. Then we have color. Say for example, you want some logo to be present here in the background. So what we can do, we can click on picture, and it will ask if something you have copied, so any picture copied in your Excel, then it will be there. So something related to sale, we can put it. Is online search, we can do that, anything. If you want to see balloon, click on the balloon, insert that. So if you observe that picture got updated. In the case you have something on your desktop, click on the insert, it will ask from where you want to search and select that one. Sorry, again it got online only. From the desktop, click on the from file, I have to select from file, click on the form file, and if you have some sample image, click on that, and that image will get inserted into the background. This is all about our formatting chart area, right? Now we will go to the automatic here, this one. Now next we will see how we can change the axis. So this is the like axis, and our data label is the main. So these are the maximum we will working on here. So let's select on axis, and first option, we are having 4 options. First option is for the color, solid or grid fill, how you want that background, how you want that selection that you can do. Then next we have line. So solid line, automated line, how you want that line. So this line, I'm talking about this one. So this line, how you want, solid line you want, or no line you want, or automatic. So if I select as no line, if you observe, there is no line is there. But if I select again and clicking on the solid line, so you just see that there is a one solid line got inserted. Then color we can change, like some color, red color or something we want, we can have that color. Transparency, we can change a bit. So if I increase a bit, we can see the color of that. So again, it is bit how you want, double line or triple line, right? So double line, if you see double line is there. Then we have dash type, it is very small, little bit bigger, and this like little small, then it will be like this. Then again, let me select that. Yeah, so beginning arrow and ending arrow, all these things we can do. This is like on the filling colors. Next we have shadow. So if you want to apply some shadow, we can apply that one. 3D look, all those we can apply. The next we have position. Again, it is same as the title, formatting title, middle, center, horizontal, or how we want that thing, we can do that here. Then we have this one, axis option, where in axis option, if you see, we have minimum and maximum bound. So if you want to see the data to be, as of now it is starting from 0, but if I put as a starting as 1000, so what will be happen, if you see the bottom become 1000, as the maximum as 7000, at like that is the max we have, right? So based on the data it will be changed. But if I want to have maximum the 10,000, we can do that, and it will be changed to the 10,000. Next we have measure units, measure and the minor. So if in the case, and if you observe, each of them having 1000, like 1000, 2000, 3000, everywhere we have gap of 1000, right? If I want to have a gap of 500, we can change that. So if you see, every 500 it got changed. But if it is large data, then we have to use that which one we want. So say for example, if you want 1500, so based on the 1500 it will be divided, so we can utilize this one. Then minor we will be having as 200. So out of this 1500, in between the dots will be there, and we will see that here tick marks. So what is the, here we have, right? So if you have tick marks, major inside, let's put inside, and then minor inside. So let me change actually this border, so that we can see that border current. Sorry. Okay. Now if you observe, there is like lines are there, small. So bigger lines are for the for bigger lines are for major, and the smaller lines are for the minors. And then horizontal axis crosses automatic access value, and display. So we can access value, if you want we can have 1000 is automatically updated. If you want to change, then we can have change accordingly. Then tick marks, already we have seen. Tick marks are, it will be, these lines will be there, so it will show that changes. Then we have labels. In label, position label next to the axis, if I click on that, there will be two, either we can have left side or right side. So if low, it will be remain same. Actually high, it will become at the right side here. If you click on the either next to axis or low, like high and next to axis are both are same. So low came at the left side, high is the right side. Next to axis, it will be by default. Next to axis is by default. Then if we click on the no, then it will be not available. The information will be not available. So we will click on the next to axis here by now. Then we have numbers. So in numbers, we have category as a custom. If I want to see, as of now it is a dollar symbol. If I want to see that numbers, right, we can click number and date, whatever the way we want we can change. If I change the numbers, you see the dollar symbol got removed from it. Okay, and you will ask for the how you want to apply and all those things. Then we have format set. So custom, for the customs format we can apply, not a problem. We will be having one place where unit, display unit as, it is very important. And when we have large numbers, like say for example we have 10 lakhs data, so that time if 10 lakh is written here or crores are written here in 00, it will be very much disturbing. We will not be having enough space, right? So in that case, what we can have the use of 1000, 10,000, lakh, trillions, billions. When we have digits are very high, right? So to have more space, we can change this one, thousands. If I click on that, so the display unit on the label of the chart. So just it is showing here the 1000. If I uncheck that one, it will show that, it will not show that value and the reverse order, so it will change that. So this is about our formatting access. Then we will be seeing that another very important one is data label. So data series are like mainly we will be having color. We can change the color of that. We can have some shadow, and we can have some label kind of thing. Okay, so here first color, solid fill. If I want to put solid fill, we can apply solid fill. What are the color we want to do, we can do. Pictures, of any pictures color we wanted to have, whatever the, like you remember, like last time we have used, it is in the clipboard, it is coming. Anything else we can insert and we can apply that picture. Okay, then fill pattern. If pattern fill is there, if you want, you can have the pattern fill available. And automatic, it will be based on the like chart default setting, it will be coming as automatic. Now one very interesting thing is that, say for example, these charts are like, it's a predefined bar chart and everywhere we see. If you want to see something more interesting and it should look very meaningful, say for example I have one data where male and females are, how many males and how many females are there, I want to calculate. So on those cases, how we can do one thing, let me delete this one. Say for example, let's take this data only, no problem. So what we will do here, we will put male and female, only 2 is enough. Then now I'll select this one and I'll enter a chart, Alt F1. I got chart. Now instead of having this blue color line, that this bar, I want to have some kind of image, right? So what we can do, click on somewhere else outside of the chart, go to the insert, and here click on the pictures. Okay, click on pictures. You can have, if you have some picture available on desktop, you can have it, or else you can insert from the online if you have. So let's have a shapes. No, not this one. We have online picture device. Let's use the icon. Okay, I'm clicking icon, and here I'll put as, so here we are getting some image. I'll use this one. Click on the insert. So if you remember, I'll just, what I'll do is I'll select this one. If I want to format this one, no, I'll fill color as a something, this one. I'll copy this one. Then what I'll do, I'll select this one, this, and once you select that entire label of this range, this type got, every blue got selected. So I'll paste Control V. So if you see, I got that icon available here. If I want, I can delete it. Now another, I will same way I will do for the female. So I click on this and click on the icon, click on, I'll just, if you have available you can do, or else we can do that one. So I am here, I am getting this one. Click on this. Again I want to change color of that, we can do that. So fill graphics as green. Okay, now select this one, copy, and I'm selecting this one and paste. So if you see that it will show. So let's have some equivalent data. Now I have changed some values so that we can view little bit. Now if you see, this look very good, right? So male, female, and we can have all those. So if you want to have some little bit bolder, we can have that. Double click on that, get this one, and series overlap. So click on series overlap, we will getting that, and width, so just little bit. So this way we can change that. Series overlap is there. So this is the how we can change the icon of the our bars, right? Data series bars, we can change the title. Okay, now let's back to the our other topics. Now if you want to change this format, right? So if I want to change this grid format, I don't want the like that line to be appear, or I want more thicker line. Now click on this width, and if you put on no line, right? Click on no line. If you observe that line got disappeared, solid line. So if sometime we require like little bit thicker line, so in that time what we can do, we can change the width of line. So we can have this one, and then we have the like the types. So if I click dot dot dot, we can have dot 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 as well. So by default looks this one is little bit thicker line, but if you even want to have a color, change color of that, or have little bit darker, and that time we can change the color of that and click on the black. Let's see. So you will be having very thicker line over there. So this is the how we can change the our major grid lines. And hope you understand. Almost we have covered all the topics. So how we can format the area, plot area, data series, major grid line, title, axis, and legends. So legends we can discuss. Just click on, double click on this. Again you will be having this color. So color formatting, this one is everywhere is the same. Then we will be having legends option, where you want, you want to left side, it will be left side visible, right side. So right side we can see that if I close this one, we can have right side. Double click again, then top, right top, it will be available, right top it will be available. So based on our need we can click. So we have covered in this video, we have seen a lot of things. One more thing, friends, if we have to see this time, whenever we are entering that, whenever we are inserting the chart, right? So it is getting inserted in the same table, but sometime what happens, same sheet, sometime we want to have insert. Say for example I am entering here, it got here, right? The same. What if we want to have a like inserted in the new chart sheet? So how we can do that? So for that it's very easy. Just select the data, whichever the data we want, and press F1, F11, and once you hit a F11 button, immediately one chart will be appear. Okay, and even within 5 seconds you can modify it. Just select this one, and you will be having here, you will be having chart design. Click on this, select the which one is you liking. Say for example you are liking this one or this one. Click quick easily. Something you want to add, click here. I want to access, click access is already there. If you want to have a data label, click on the data label, it got added. Then I don't want to see the grid, so I'll just uncheck that. Trend line I can add trend line. So this is the how we can very quickly create a chart, and we can enter the data. And there is a two method, insert chart and insert chart in the new chart sheet. So this is the how we can create. And for that F11 is just for inserting new sheet, and the same sheet you want. So Alt F1 is the shortcut key. Whenever we have any chart created, there is a various method we can modify. We can go to the chart design, we can select that one, chart color, add chart elements, so the access, title, all this whatever we are seeing here, no, the similar thing is here as well. And then color change, switch to row and column, select data. If I click on that, like it will show the data. So these are the data selected. You would have observed wherever we want, right? Wherever we are selecting this chart. So if you observe that this data is getting selected, if I clicking here, the data getting selected. If I clicking here, this data is getting selected. So if you want to change the data of that chart sheet, we can go to the chart design and select the data. If you want to select some other data, we can go. If you want to select, we can select that one. So it's very easy to do that. If I want to change header to column, click on that, it will switch. And now if I click OK, if you observe the quarter 1, quarter 2, it has switched to the data has been switched to the row to column, column to row, and now we can see that. So hope you have understand that how chart works. And in the case you have any clarification, just let me know in the comment box. And if you like this video, as of now I am getting very less responses, but if you like that my video, just share with your friends, so it will be useful for them. Thank you so much for watching. That's all for this video.